their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Try the right side here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Eagles have recovered. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Is going to try and run, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Dean Lowry with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And out.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 5-2, Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Cut. He's crossing. He's chasing.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
4 down. Sit. Right.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike 158. 3 bucks. Check on the 50. Hey, you block over here. 59. I'm on. Mike, check. 59. I'm coming. Mike's 59.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score it on a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No score after 1 on on EA Sports.
No score.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Second down. Here's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That second down play nets a -4. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Tight guard. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Pressure, and down he goes. Dean Lowry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's fielded at the 45. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Carried by number 30.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Kill. Check.
Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. I got one. Mike, check. 59. It's our time.
Rodgers now to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket.